The hospitality of St. Lucia was brought to the fore with its open-door policy for 300 evacuees from Saint Vincent and the Grenadines in the first instance. An overwhelmingly positive display from nationals willing to open their doors to evacuees was also noted. Now, many stand with their eyes set on the seaports, awaiting the cruise ship carrying evacuees.
We're not getting a sense that a lot of Vincentians want to come over. So we continue to work through that process. The first set of people that came over were really farm workers. There were included some St. Lucians, Grenadians, Vincentians, Dominicans. And we're trying to get them out on a flight to Canada. But in the meanwhile, we are making arrangements for persons who do want to come over. We've started a registry process for those persons in St. Lucia who do want to be able to accommodate people, and also trying to make sure that if they do come over, not knowing how long they're going to come over, they'll be able to benefit from some of our services like health access as well as education.
Chastanet says he remains in constant contact with the Prime Minister of Saint Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, to assess the needs of the country and fine-tune the way in which St. Lucia can provide humanitarian aid.
We are using our offices overseas to coordinate with the other OECS and CARICOM countries and treating this as almost if it was a hurricane in terms of trying to get resources. So I think things like generators, lights, cots, tents, and things to start anticipating a longer period where persons will be living out of their home and making those kinds of arrangements. So we are working very closely with the Prime Minister's office and we are guided by his sense of urgency on issues.
According to the Prime Minister, officials are also monitoring the situation in Barbados as that nation begins clearing the mounds of ash dumped on the island by the last Soufriere volcano eruption.
In the midst of all of this, also Barbados has been hit very badly. The amount of ash that's fallen on the country and the understanding as to how to clean it up. So again, this is something that St. Lucia is keeping a very close eye on, because certainly if the weather pattern changes and the ash comes here, we would have a similar problem. So we really want to learn from what's taking place and continue to play our support on a regional basis.
And while St. Lucia continues to make arrangements to accept Vincentian evacuees and map out a plan of action to clear the volcanic ash, some residents of Saint Vincent and the Grenadines agonize over the decision to leave the land that is dear to their hearts. Soulage Alfred, HTS News Force.